back to my channel. My name is Meritza. I would like to first and foremost thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel. I can't believe how quickly my subscriber count has just gone up and started to go up. So thank you for everybody who's joined the family. So today I am going to film a little bit of a different video to what I'm used to. I'm going to film a book haul. I was gonna say a haul, but that's a bit tricky. But yeah, I'm gonna film a haul, but a book haul instead of a clothes haul, which is what most of you are used to. I don't know if I said this before, but one of my New Year's resolutions is to read more in this year, and so I decided that I'm gonna buy a bunch of books to read, and then I'm also gonna go back over some of my favorite books. So let's not waste any time, let's just get started. So grab something to drink and we will talk through the books that I've read before that I am reading over again, and the books that I will be reading in the month of March. Okay, so the first book on my reading list is Anne Frank's Diaries. A lot of people probably would have read this in high school or I don't know, something like this, I'm not sure. But Anne Frank's Diaries is about a girl in the Netherlands whose family has to go into hiding due to the Nazis and what happened in Auschwitz and all of that. And so this is a recollection of letters put together by her, put together in a book. And basically, so they have a house, the house that she stayed in the Netherlands. It's also available for people to go and see. And so yeah, Anne Frank is a big deal in Europe. I love this book. I've read it maybe 4 or 5 times. I've picked it up again because I've been traveling back and forth quite a bit on the train, and so I need something that's easy and I don't know, something that makes me sad or vulnerable. So Anne Frank's Diaries is one of my favorite all-time reads, and still something that I pick up to read. I pick this up at least 2 or 3 times a year, depending on how I feel. So yeah, so I would highly recommend this book, and for anybody who's interested in reading about history and stuff like that, especially when it has to do with Auschwitz and just around that time. I could say Jewish history in some ways as well. This is a good book, good introduction. So the next book that I want to bring to your attention, that I have read again several times, but I keep picking it up and putting it down, is by Chinua Achebe. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Chinua Achebe. Not sure if I'm saying his name right, and I don't know if I'm ruining his name. I hope not. I'm sorry if I am. So this is called Things Fall Apart, and this is one of my favorite reads. I read this a couple of times and I keep putting it down. So I would read and get to a certain level, and then I put it down, and I don't know whether it's because I think it's really heavy or I just get scared too. I don't know. Sometimes I guess it just gets too emotional for me or something, you know. But it's a really, I finally finished it. It's a really emotional book for me personally, and I found it really engaging. It's by a Nigerian writer, and I would highly recommend for you guys to read this. I mean, it's nice to read books from different authors from different parts of the world rather than the generic things that you're used to. So yeah, highly recommended. The next book is by a lady that I really love, and it's actually not a full-on book. It's actually poems, and it's some of her favorite poems, or like her world-renowned poems put together in a book, and it's Maya Angelou, and this is called Still I Rise, and there's actually a poem called Still I Rise in this book, and it's just one of the most for me, one of the most amazing poems that I've read in a long time, because it reminds you that no matter what your struggle is, no matter what you're going through, you can still get up and face the day, and tomorrow is another day. So Still I Rise. And I just recently picked it up and reread that poem after I watched the movie, and I just thought, you know what, it doesn't matter what you're going through in life, you can still get up. So yeah, Maya Angelou. She is an American activist, she's an American poet, writer, and highly respected by a lot of people, from the Obamas to the Clintons to a lot of people in the USA respect this lady. So those are the books that have been on my bookshelf for quite some time, and I've read over time and time again, and just really enjoyed, and have continued to, and will continue to read probably throughout this whole year again, because to me they have touched me. So the next side is I've got 3 books that I have not yet read, and I am so excited to read because they've had some amazing reviews, and I just cannot wait to get my hands and my mind into it. So the first one is by Sadie Smith, and it's called Swing Time, and this book has had some exceptional reviews, and I am so excited. I'm one of those people, I don't necessarily pick up a book that I would typically go for. I don't go into a bookstore and think I'm going to pick up that book because it's popular. I'm going to pick up that book because I just usually just go for a book. If I've heard about it or I've been recommended, then I'll pick it up. Or if like this one has had amazing reviews, I decided that okay, I'm definitely gonna try and read this, and so I'm really looking forward to it. A friend of mine recommended it to me a couple of years back, and I was like yeah. And then again someone else recommended it to me and said I would like it, so I picked it up, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. So once I've read it, I think I might do a book review on this, and we'll talk about it and discuss what it's all about. So I'm really looking forward to it. The next book that has also had some really great reviews is called The Hate You Give, acronym for THUG. And it's funny because me and my friend that we swap books with have been debating about this, because he was like, oh, I got you this book, and I was like, no you didn't, because I bought him this book in turn as a Christmas present, and he's already read the book. So it was really funny. And then finally I just saw it in my bookshelf, and I remember he bought me this just before Christmas, and then I just remembered, I was like, oh my goodness, THUG, The Hate You Give. I'm really looking forward to reading this book. This is by Angie Thomas, and this book is about basically the state of America. It's basically to do with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and also it's targeting you know, crimes. Do I want to call them crimes? It's targeting the problem that America has with young black men, unarmed, getting killed by the police. It's a problem, whether we want to admit it or not. And so I'm really looking forward to reading this, because it talks about the trauma that's caused when a friend watches her best friend being killed by a police officer. So I'm really intrigued, and I think I'm going to cry throughout this, because yeah, this is kind of the things I'm interested in. So the last and final book is something that I'm so excited to have, and I got this, and I just thought, I've had it by my bedside for like a couple of weeks now, so I'm waiting to finish my book that I'm reading now, and then I'll come back to this. So like I stuck the books up by the side of my bed, and then I go through them. So this is Slay in Your Lane, honey. Yes, slay in your lane. Nobody does things the way that you do. Basically, this is the Black Girl Bible, as it says right there, and it's by 2 amazing young ladies, Yomi and Elizabeth. I really can't say their names, because if I do I will murder them, but I'm really looking forward to reading this. A couple of the girls that I know already have it, and it's had some amazing reviews, and it's just basically about young girls staying in their lane and doing what they've got to do to succeed without having to compare themselves to anybody else. And I am so excited about that, and I'm so excited to continue developing as an individual in my own lane without having to compare myself to other people. The pressure is so much for young ladies, and hopefully this book will give me the confidence that I need. So those are the 3 books that I'm hoping to read in the month of March, and the books that I've continued to read throughout the year. I mean, because I've read a book before, or yeah, when I've read a book before, it's so much easier for me to get through it. So I've been able to get through, let me see, these 3 relatively quite quickly. Started this in January, pretty much like January, yeah. Started this in January, so pretty much close to the end, because just don't worry about the book because I go back and forth. This one's basically finished. Not basically, actually finished. And this is just a poetry book that I go back and forth for inspiration. I mean, the reason why I have 3 books that I read is because I get bored very quickly. I have the attention span of a wasp. I'm just all over the place, so it helps me. If I am reading more than 1 book, it helps me. For those of you who don't necessarily have time to read books and would like to read more in 2018, I have a great app for you to go and upload on your phones. I think it can be found on Android or iPhone, and it is the Audible app, and you can download as many books as you want and listen to them for as many hours as you want. One of the books that I'm hoping to upload on that app is Michelle Obama's Becoming book. I'm really excited to read that, and I think I might have got it as a present from someone, but it just hasn't been delivered yet, so I think I'm waiting, but we'll see. Right, so that's it for my book haul, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I know this is completely different, but that's what life is about, doing something that's different and outside of your comfort zone. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, book hauls or book reviews, then let me know, and then I'll see you in my next video. We're going to talk about something snazzy maybe in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!